Hello, welcome to the Gaming News Show. My name is Jean-Marc. Let's talk about some news. In a surprising announcement, Sega has announced the Game Gear Micro. It is extremely small. That's right, it'll fit in the palm of your hand, depending on how big your hand is. And there are multiple colors. There's a black, blue, yellow, and red. Now, unlike other consoles that have come out and other mini consoles that come out, each color has its own games. That's right. Black has Sonic the Hedgehog, Puyo Puyo 2, Outrun, and the Royal Stone. Blue has Baku Baku, Animal, Seika Suka Sukunin, Star Heroes, and Sonic and Tails, and Sylvian Tale. Yellow has Natsupuya Rooks, Shining Force 2, Shining Force Final Combat, and red is Columns, the GG Shinobi, Mega Tensei Gaiden Last Bible, Mega Tensei Gaiden The Last Bible Special. Now this is an interesting way to put out video games. I don't know if it's a good way. I mean, don't you want to have one handheld with all of these games on it? I presume you do, but I don't know. I'd probably go for the black or blue ones, just because, you know, never played Shining Force before and have no reason for a yellow one. I want the red just to play Columns because that's one of my favorite games, but it's an interesting choice. Some people thought it'd be a full console or something like that, or some kind of handheld, and it ended up being a handheld. So, are you interested in this weird thing we did? Because I'm not. Take-Two boss says that Google Stadia did some over-promising and what the technology can deliver. Said anytime you broaden distribution, you potentially broaden your audience, which is where we supported the release of Stadia. With 3 titles initially, we will continue to support the high-quality streaming service as long as the business model makes sense. Uh-oh. You know what this means? They're not seeing the money coming from Stadia. Definitely Stadia overpromised. Google thought, yeah, we're going to make gangbusters on this, and they didn't. Which, yeah, is obvious, but is this gonna fail like Quibi did? We're gonna see. Hideo Kojima project reportedly canceled. That's how the game industry is for you. Now, no one really knows what game it specifically is, but Mr. Kojima is very upset about it, and it is upsetting. I actually really like Death Stranding. I really enjoyed that game. Really good pacing, really good art. Spent whole weekends just playing that game, and I loved it. It was so weird and fun, and I don't know. Towards the end, you know, I'm starting to feel like I'm getting like this weird impatience with me, where I don't really care about the end of games anymore. I'm just trying to rush through them because, like, I do the grinding thing where I grind things out, and you can semi-grind in Death Stranding with certain things, and then at the end I'm just ready for it to be over. Like, I did the grinding stuff. You want me to grind even more for, like, 12 more hours? I'm good. Let me just get to the end of the game. But I do want to go back, play the game fresh, actually, just start brand new, and I plan on doing that at some point because I love this game so much, surprisingly. Or Death Stranding. I'm not sure what game got canceled, but now it's time for most people's favorite part of the show, Games Acknowledgement. The number one and only game that is coming out this week is Clubhouse Games 50 Wide World Classics. That's right, it's coming out for the Nintendo Switch, and it has 51 games on it. So if you're bored and you got a Switch and you have friends, thank you for watching the Gaming News Show. My name is Jean-Marc. Please like, subscribe, and like what you see. You have all the news now. Do whatever you want with it. Thanks for watching, and don't play that Clubhouse game. Play any other game that's on your backlog. You probably have time to catch up. Speaking of chicken, did someone say chicken? I said I perfected chicken, and I want to talk about that. So I like to make this chicken in white sauce. And what I do with a red sauce is I usually cook down garlic, and I do it at a low temperature, in olive oil so that you can get like a really good fragrance. And it's probably better to chop the garlic, but I get pre-chopped garlic in mine, and I sometimes mix it with onions. But whenever you're doing onions in a white sauce, you're gonna want to cook it down with onions itself. And I know you may not like onions. I didn't like onions. I still don't like onions, but I like cooking them down to a point to where you can't really taste them. So what I do with my chicken is I brine them. I put them in water. I put sugar, not sugar. I put salt in there, and I actually put honey. Don't tell anybody I do that. I actually put honey in it. I actually got that from Alton Brown. You put honey, salt in there, you brine it, and you can do it the morning of your cooking. I like to do it overnight because it gives me time, but as long as you do it for 3 hours, that should be good. So I brine 2 chicken breasts, and then when I'm done, I cut them into cubes, put them in the saucepan with my cook down, I put down olive oil, I put my onions in there, and then I cook them down. Sometimes I use butter, but what I've also found is whenever you're cooking the chicken, some people like to put it on high heat and sear it and then put it in the oven. That's what I found. It doesn't really work. It actually dries out the chicken more, ends up taking out all the juices inside of the chicken. So what I like to do is set it on a medium heat and just wait till I see the chicken is just cooked. Then I'll put in my sauce. That's going to be the sauce for my noodles. Then I put in the noodles. So I cook the sauce, noodles, and then you have it cooked down. So whenever all that, you kind of boiling in not only the juices from around it, but also the sauce. So then you get this like really, it's really juicy piece chicken meat, which I'll be making tonight. So yeah, I'm making a white fettuccine chicken Alfredo tonight with some white sauce, and I'll be, it should be really good. So thanks for watching, and I hope you're having a good day.